Living a reckless lifestyle of violence and dysfunction, there's consequences to that. So you're going to experience incarceration, you're going to experience death, you're going to experience hardships. That's part of the lifestyle.
My uncles, my cousins, my family was banged out at an early age, man. I remember being a young kid and seeing people getting dragged out of my living room with a pistol to the brain because they wanted to make sure that they weren't snitching and giving evidence on my other family members that were still selling drugs.
You know, you were either going to be a target or you were going to hang with those that were going to protect you. And so, you know, I rode a tough bus, and so I became a Crip.
I was in a banger at first. I just wanted to work on cars, you know what I mean? But where I grew up at, guys knew I knew how to fight. So they wanted me to be from, you know, that area, and I wasn't with it. They started jumping me, started getting hit with bats and poles or whatever. So I'm like, you know what? It's time to turn up.
The way these issues are looked at is if they're a gang, and that makes them no longer a human. We dehumanize those people. They're gang members. Where they're not even people. They're people. They're people first.
I thought that my son's death would hold me back. It pushed me through, it pushed me forward. So I continue to do what I can. And I don't blame anyone for my son's murder. I just want to know why he was killed.
When you're involved in these tribes that we call gangs, you get a certain support. When you go do this, the homies, you know, you high five, you your street cred, you get community support. If they have that outside of the gangs, then again, they'll be more drawn to stay away from it.
I went to jail at age 9. Sold to an undercover cop, and never forget it, man. Lady rolled up and bought $40 worth of cocaine from me at Jackie Robinson Park, man. And what happened was I'm all up in the window, man, giving them my demonstration. The next thing you know, man, they done turned all the corners, man, and dug in my pockets and found what they was looking for. And from there, man, that revolving door just kept going, man.
From my dad in and out of prison to my older brother in and out of prison to all my cousins, my uncles, basically all my family, we come from generations and generations of people just going to prison.
When you start doing research on segregated housing and the history of housing policies in the U.S., that it's basically the history of racism. Our policies have divided cities across our nation. And so when I saw the repercussions of our racist policies around housing and how that's created a community where the kids all find each other to form a gang.
I lost a brother, and I lost a lot of friends, you know. And one thing for sure, when I lost my brother, it took a big toll on me. To see that hurt in a parent's eyes, like I seen in my mama's eyes, that backed me up.
What drew me to the lifestyle of gang violence, brother, is the schools I went to. I went to schools that were predominantly Crip schools, and we had to fight to go to school. We had to fight to get home. I had to fight on the bus, so, you know, my constant everyday lifestyle was a fight. So it wasn't that I joined a gang, I just decided to fight back.
It impacted me in more ways to where last year I ended up losing my son, you know, and it was something that I could have never, ever, ever, ever foreseen. Like, my kid? Like, nah.
My own son, Brandon Douglas, he was murdered December 22nd, 2017 here in Pasadena due to gang violence.
When I went to prison and seeing the guys that I look up to, the older homies and everything, being lifers and them telling me like, this ain't the lifestyle, this ain't the way to be.
But there was a young gal who was killed down in the Pasadena Mall, and there was a fear. And so when we said we want to do an anti-gang thing, Pasadena Police Department denied there was a gang thing, right? They said, no, there's no gang. We don't need a gang program because we don't have any gangs.
Like I say, I ain't done yet, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I can work to be changed, you know what I'm saying? I'm only 23, I'm a young nigga, you know what I'm saying? But all the people that's young and all that, I'd rather say to y'all, stay out the way, man.
But it affects me because I deal with a lot of students, and I could see the impact that it has on their lives, and to see the impact that, you know, not having fathers in their lives are doing for the kids. So that's the biggest impact that I see.
I started working for Pasadena in like '78, and the biggest issue in that particular time was narcotics. Shortly after some of those folks were incarcerated, taken off the streets, then you start seeing the development and activity of gangs. That was, I want to say, in the 80s.
It was the worst choice I ever made. If I could rewind time and go back, I wouldn't have never gangbanged. I didn't benefit from it. I didn't get nothing out of it. I hurt a lot of people. I did a lot of things I'm not proud of. And some of the people that are gone now, I can't even apologize to.